right, all right. All right. All aboard. Welcome to Monday, man. Whee. See
You
if
made it?
Frisco thinking that you Frisco thinking that the only one that could walk around in an XTV shirt.
that look counterfeit.
Wait, hold on, make I wash it. That's yeah. Yeah. That's right. But anyway,
Early in the morning, Lisa, this valley.
Right. He tried. He tried.
You tried.
yo,
Are you hinting that
Alien brought it.
are you letting management know you don't have one and you want one? Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Alien brought. Yeah, that's what I've been saying.
I think
Alien brought up a good point last night.
we just got forgotten. We that like all plot they say. They too no need
We
no.
not important. We not important.
No, not give them none.
We not important.
Don't care.
But Alien brought up a good point. He said that. He said there was one all white last week.
Mhm.
There was an all white last night. And one night before there was a. Make I tell you something. Why so much? We may have one all white man in stew, but you never get the memo. But why? What are with the all white and the all black and everything? Everybody know how we go. As soon as they mention one color, we have to go buy one new outfit.
Of course.
If we not got, if we wear it tonight, we definitely can't wear it tomorrow.
No, we don't
But I
even
think
do
that, I tell you, unless it's something like one party or one dance where showcasing one era, I think that then color-coded parties are the most ridiculous things I have ever seen in my life. First of all, you have to pay a lot of money for the ticket, then you have to go buy your outfit. Second of all, thank God CY got another function by itself. Thank God.
Which one?
The one in Penny.
Oh.
You know hear CY's story?
No.
CY gone that I don't know if I should have said it, but they posted. CY gone that the function that Penny with Christopher Martin.
Mm-hmm.
His daughter me going, but his daughter say, I don't want to go in and hang out, you know. I like Belizean artists and thing, but see why I say she going to support. And he gone and he support and while at the park. Gunshot fly out. People bust from the scene. So see why I say backed out very calmly until she realized that one bullet went through her windshield window and lodged in the passenger seat.
Where Niara would have been.
Where she would have been. I'm telling her, son, yo, it's about the people, man. You can't say we need more police. No, it's about people. We have to make our laws with more teeth. We have to make people know that if you get arrested, chances are, to get out. If you kill somebody, chances are, you might end up with 2 1 cent on your eyelids too. But the way how it is right, I'm speaking about that. I ain't not pay no money. Me ain't not pay no $387,000 if you do the wrong thing.
What?
There you go.
Sorry.
There you go.
The SOE that we have always debated, is it constitutional? All these things where we get in an argument with, I always ask myself the question, but is it legal? I know people want to do something, but we've always said that it's the last step. But apparently the Supreme Court has found that it is unconstitutional.
Well,
therefore,
the Supreme Court confused right now.
Yeah, well, bro, constitutionality is across the board for everything.
I'm saying confused because one judge say yes or one say no.
One say no.
Yeah, well, the one will say yes, apparently that the one will stick because it seems like we have to pay out 15,
I think,
17, 18.
I think what it is,
to...
I think what it is that the circumstances in each case different. So while one judge ruled that in that circumstance, she no feel like it was warranted, in the second circumstance, the other judge, because they're not the same thing, are 2 different set of circumstances. Now, I don't remember what the hell was the circumstances for the first one. But the second one, where the second judge said sided with the government, was when there was some amount of killing, a short space of time. So each case different. So it's hard to say, because the judge, I don't think they judge on the overall, what it look like now, the overall constitutionality of it, but by case. They're saying in that case, these gentlemen,
14 of them.
yeah, were whatever. In that case, they're saying because of the state of affairs, the judge said, well, the government have a responsibility for do something. Now, I don't remember now, bear in mind, I don't remember the first case, because I think the Barrow administration in 2020.
Yeah. But
so we're not there here nor there with, is it or is it not?
yeah, well, that's what the legal system has been doing to us lately, giving us cases where we still have to decide.
No, but remember,
yeah.
not each case was taken on its own merit. It wasn't taken overall, is it or is it not? They're saying these gentlemen carried government that court for their personal case.
Right.
Oh, they took them to court.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I will tell you, what you think that's going to be the floodgate now.
Well,
because I want to tell you, no matter how we sugarcoat it, no matter what kind of reasons we give, no matter how we feel in our heart, an SOE, you are violating human rights.
oh, one judge said no.
SOE. Yeah, no, but come on. If they could come and haul you, pick you to walk on the street.
I doesn't tell her what the judge say.
No, I don't care what the judge
Well, then that I would talk about.
The judge wrong.
Okay,
Yes,
well,
yes,
I done
the
right
judge
there. I
wrong.
got nothing else to say.
Yo,
why one judge correct and one judge wrong?
Listen to me, because one know way to do and one don't.
Oh, well, nothing else there for debate then.
Listen to me. If me and you do walk down the street and the police come and grab one of we and just carry we, our constitutional right has been violated if we did not commit a crime. If there was no reason for them to pull us in, and they could say, well, the reason is you have one record, you have this, your modus operandi.
You're
whatever.
a member of a gang.
But yes, but you see, and those
we said it last week. We said it last week. Being a member of a gang is illegal.
Yeah, and that is a blanket charge.
I don't know, member of no gang.
That could cover everything, because they could arrest me, you, or Lisa, and say we that member of a gang whole we for the 8 hours and say, oh, we made a
You
mistake.
wanna try?
Yeah.
Have they done so?
You want to try?
Yeah. No, but you know something? I think we take these.
No, but either we talk about the judgment or not. Because right now we're going in a personal opinion, but we talk about the judgment will come out.
No. Well, I want to tell you, the judgment has to do with opinions, because if you arrest somebody and you did it the right way, we wouldn't have to be paying $300 and something thousand dollars. If you did it the wrong way, we would.
Well,
Now, all where I think that people are saying, even under a SOE, you just can't be care people are back if they never do.
But again, then why we can't go either way on this Monday morning, because two judges made two different decisions. So how we going to one say and what the other ones say? Well, there's no way right now, what it is.
Yeah, exactly, because that's how it is.
And the only thing where the government could do, the appeal that decision when they have to pay out them people. And that's how the system works. Of course, then doing the SOE, I think everybody know that they made a trying thing. I think everybody know that they made a trying thing. And well, it worked fairly well, and so they try it again until somebody say, well, we can challenge it, that whole how work.
Right. That's unfair, and I don't think that I deserve that.
Yeah,
so.
You challenge it, that they are right to challenge it.
Found that the SOE became a band-aid solution to a major surgery.
Right.
And it worked one couple of times. It stopped the
And
bleeding,
that's what we
and nobody
said initially.
said, you know
remember when it first happened? We
how you stop it?
Band-aid
and then it opens the broader question, because again, gang activity, they're worldwide. They're like, if you leave it, it just get worse. I don't think there's no fixing it. I really don't think there's no fixing it. That's just how it is.
I'm pretty sure now that then they get charged, they'll find a way to make it fixable and legal. Nobody is saying
We've
that
seen-
we don't need to do something.
So what
We're
do-
just saying that when you do it in a way that you cannot be challenged, bro. You don't just
yes,
go and
and then
grab
so
up
what?
and say,
Good,
Yeah, I agree
right?
with
So
you,
this,
Steve.
all right. So what this and do? You go make going back and see how they could fix the laws where it work. That's all gonna happen.
Yeah.
But they have to, they
Well, they
enough
gotta do
they in a
something,
any that you either leave it or you try something. And like you said it last week, it can never be one easy thing because we've seen countries get
There will
totally
always
out of
be
control.
crime.
We say what? No, I need to say I agree or disagree with what El Salvador did, but we know what El Salvador was.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't want to live there.
That's what's up.
No, the people
That's
that will
why
live
I
there,
don't
the
know
people
if
that
El
will live there
Salvador-
say
El Salvador-
we could breathe one better fresh air because they get rid of all of the criminal. And no, again, I just say El Salvador gone from one thing one end of the spectrum to all out criminal place where nobody never safe, killings every
But
day.
we're not there now.
Where then they?
Has anybody ever
Better than where
looked
they were
at the
before.
ramification?
Where then they?
Yeah.
You go live there then
you
you
see,
know where then they?
Yeah. No, there are some places I would not want to go.
I'm just saying,
I
bro,
want to-
with criminal activity like Mexico too, watch the cartels, watch what the cartels they do. Then they kill politicians on stage.
Yep. I just
There's no
them.
easy way if you deal. They
They're
have to come up with something
tyrants.
drastic because everybody will hide behind laws, and your country going right down the drain. Because the criminals
see,
will hide
it's
behind the
because-
laws.
It's a scientific phrase called buffooing.
Well,
Because
everybody look for the
again,
answer, Groove. I guess
officials
you have to tell me whether the answer.
Officials know. They know the answer.
What did the answer?
Everybody know what the answer is.
Which is?
Hang people. You kill somebody, hang you. But we can't do that because we are
But they
stuck
hide
getting
behind
money
the
where we don't
laws.
know they get no more.
They hide
Yeah,
behind the
yeah,
laws.
so
They threaten witnesses.
at
They
some
kill
point-
witnesses.
Exactly. So that's why I'm saying when you find somebody where you know did something and gone through the court and they say, yeah, I did something and you get one appeal, done with you. Case closed. You don't have to worry about SOEs. You don't have to worry about that. But the thing is, bro, everybody did. All these major countries
You know,
did
easy
what
as
they
that.
tell we enough to do now.
Not easy. as
Then,
that.
oh no, it isn't. All of these countries did what they tell we enough to know. England did it, France did it, United States did it, Spain did it. They killed people when they did bad things. But now that they became civilized, and they don't want we to get civilized and stop we from do the things that they did to get how they became. You know, and because we want money so bad and want favor from them, we gonna do whatever they tell we, even if it's enough for our worst interest, you know. But
But
I'm
we're
on
not
the man.
looking at it
Well,
like
listen
that.
to me. I killing. You listen to me. You don't talk about people dead on the street who are willing for dead every day, no brother. For tiny day in their life and know that they could dead tomorrow, you think that was a scare tactic? It's not.
You know, first of all, nobody think they are dead. Nobody think they are
Yes,
dead.
they do. For
Nobody
time you're
out
a
there
gangster
think
in
they
the
are dead.
street, you know tomorrow could be your turn.
Yeah, but they don't think about
You
that.
would hear
though.
them
You
say
think
they're
about-
Come on,
I'm
Groove.
ready
Come
to
on.
die.
These guys
I'm
know
ready to
they ain't got
die.
no afraid for. They know the lifestyle with them, you know. They know any minute one of them could
Yeah.
get shot, or they could shoot somebody. Being dead. That no a scare tactic for these for people like that. They live in that world.
Really?
Yep.
Then,
Yeah, maybe
then
they
might as
never
well
get
do
that,
not
but that not
because
real.
that's
You think they don't say every day?
Punishment.
You don't think every day
If
they
they're
say
afraid for the ultimate punishment, you might as well give up.
exactly so?
But
And
that, they would say that, Steve. I don't
that the
think
reality
so.
where you miss that they barely know worry about dead, brother.
That's maybe the.
Yo,
the
bro, I
least
tell you
best thing that
something.
would
I
happen to
tell you
them.
something. I believe that story where we tell for ourselves. Them
Alright.
bally not worry about dead.
They
I
don't,
believe
brother.
all of them bally worry about dead. I don't think that nobody wants.
So why they still do it?
Like that? Because they like the thrill of the life. That's
But
why they say they
and the
think
risk?
that death could. My boy.
Is it assume
I don't
risk?
think that there is no gangster that ever lived that thought that, oh, I want dead.
Well, you might be naive in that
Oh, yeah?
speculation there.
No. What I'm saying is you live one life where you feel like you become untouchable. You live one life where you feel like that no happened to me. It happened in all aspect of life. that not happened to me mentality. But then when it happened to you, and people they wrong and they hear how you're the ball and how you're the big for your life and this and that.
This happened from the 90s, bro. This happened from the 90s. Being dead or being killed is not. It's not a scare tactic. I'm telling you, bro. You got a naive perception that them bally think about that. Them bally expect that to happen at any time.
I think that
you might not want to believe it. You might not want to believe it.
Try tell yourself.
You might not want to believe it. Then not believe it if you don't want.
Haven't you heard them?
Not believe it if you don't want, bro.
To die, I could die.
What are the difference between me and you? I can tell about like.
I have heard that.
If we go up and shoot out.
I heard rappers talk about the millions they have, the Cadillacs they drive, the women they have, and they don't have nothing. You sing about it. Anyway,
I'm saying the difference between you, me, and somebody who living a lifestyle, willing to pick up a gun right now and go circle one black knowing that the black might shoot back. Me and you know I get in a car, but they will, without hesitation, knowing what could happen. You might not want to believe that they know what could happen. They know it happened for years.
Like, I know probably last week and I've always said that people get in a danger because they put themselves in those situations.
So.
Some people not put themselves in, but you know, some people will. And I don't think that because they're not afraid for death. I think it's because they don't think it can happen to them.
Nah.
You know, everybody you ask, boy, I'm ready for death right now.
Nah. Yeah. You know, if you clearly know how them bally talk, you know, you clearly know they're in the streets.
All right, bro.
You know, they're not scared.
I also know what hype is. I also know what pat your chest and beat your chest song like.
Sweet. So only thing, Dazzling, you have to make up your mind. Dazzling, you're confused. Group they said anybody, you know, anybody afraid. I just said they're not afraid. You just said
I never said them bally afraid.
No, we brought it up because we say hanging and whatnot. Hanging not dead. But them every day they out here worse than if you go to a trial and they might find you and they might say that them live the reality every day. Whoever involved in that lifestyle, every day when they pick up a gun knowing that somebody could shoot back. That's a assumed risk that they're willing to take. Because that's the lifestyle and live.
Yeah.
So that is not, all I'm saying is that death is not a scare tactic for them. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I think that we to try push one narrative onto these people because gang members are not, these people are individuals. They have the same desires as we got.
You just say, hang them high, pop their neck, blah, blah, blah. No, all of a sudden, no, they're not individuals.
Yes. No, I still say that. But what I'm telling you is you to believe the movie hype that everybody...
Boss, look at this one in. I live in a two Southside zones for many years. I know people and friends in a lifestyle. I see it happen over and over. Okay? So I kind of talk, I'm not involved in it like that, but there was a point where I could have been, and I involved with people who were in it. I just tell you for the mere fact how they operate is a clear indication that if you operate, that's the reason why I don't operate like that. Because guess what? I don't want to go out there and nobody shoot me, so I'm not involved in that. But people do. They take one risk where they know that they take. One assumed risk. Just like how they assume a risk that they might get arrested, the people who sell drugs, or assume a risk that police are raided there and they get arrested. But guess what? The benefits outweigh the risk for them. They're willing to take their chances. Me and you and Lisa, we know how to take their chances there.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that what I just said?
I don't know what you just said.
The thrill and the excitement, that's what they're thinking about. They're not really thinking about when I go there, I want to get popped now.
Right, that statement right there.
You know, anyway, it doesn't matter.
That statement right there.
One big sailing ship crashed into the Brooklyn Bridge.
Right, was it a Mexican ship?
Yes, a Mexican ship, and I think it was because of the terrorists.
Died and dozens injured, right?
Yeah, but I want to know who didn't take the measurement. They had a tugboat. Who didn't take the measurement? You know, you got one big looked like Pirates of the Caribbean ship, and it broke off the masts on top. So I guess even with a new pope, they have no masts.
My ship never hit my
Um,
bridge when I dropped down the other day. And what I made the issue with that one there.
yeah, in Baltimore.
So
Yeah,
what happened with that? Let me
I
hit
don't know
the
if that
top or
bridge
let me
up
hit
yet.
the foundation. Number what?
It hit one of the foundation girders, and the whole bridge collapsed upon said ship. And yeah, but we didn't follow up on that. But I'm sure that that bridge is well on the way to being completed. Um, President Biden in
Yes.
one very very big act of you missed that wasn't the one. President Biden was diagnosed with stage 4 prostate cancer. Uh, they said that they believe they could control it. The man is 83 years old. How long are you going to control it for?
Mm-hmm.
Wrong president, I must say. But yeah, but you know, we wish him well. We wish him well, and like that. Next time, use your scope, God. You remember?
Uh-huh.
There's a antebellum house in those United States. Antebellum house that an old slave house, them big 3-story mansions where Rhett Butler walked in and asked for Tara. But one bundle over the weekend, and black people are cheering. This was a plantation called the
Uh-huh.
Nottoway Plantation. It was built in 1858 by slaves,
Whom it won it?
and lately, some white people, and lately it's being used as a museum where, ironically, black people work. Um, and they had a museum with artifacts. No, I don't want what kind of artifacts you want to find in a plantation farmhouse. But the house was burnt down, and black people all across America said collectively, "Thank God!" Except the MAGA ones, they say, "Oh man." Yeah, but yeah, it was burnt to the ground. The owner said they try to build it back, but this time they won't be using slave labor.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, they probably won't even be using migrant labor. I ain't none of those neither. Poor thing,
Um,
poor thing. No, a bad thing in time, let go people and realize they're not the people who make time, they look good all along, you know.
so it seems
Yeah.
the budget debate is next week. I thought it was this week. According
Oh, okay.
according to the Krem News Center, I guess.
Budget debate.
Morning,
All right.
Ellen Sue. Shouts going out, man. On a Monday. Today's the 19th. Y'all ready for the National Agriculture and Trade Show?
Who?
If y'all ready.
You?
I just say if y'all ready as individuals, as Belizeans, man, lad. You never say nothing else, you know.
Clarify
I beg you to.
your
I say you're
audio.
ready for it. Maybe you want to go buy all the plants. Me no know. You're gonna
I
cricket
already
tree. Listen,
got
you're gonna
mine.
cricket tree. You're gonna buy plants, right? Okay, good.
I already got mine in Crooked Tree. So yeah.
Do you know what one of the most hated word, or they said that the most hated word in the English language is?
What?
Moist.
Explain yourself.
Really? No, they say that at the try 10 most hated. Yeah.
Why
What
is it?
happened? They said, why? Because of, you'd be surprised, there's certain letters that's, okay, the word moist consistently appears on the list of most hated words, followed by other terms like curd, slurp, pulp, ointment. Moist has been identified as particularly disliked word by some researchers, even being dubbed the queen of all words by comedian Miranda Hart. The reason for the aversion to these words can vary, but some attribute the words to the sounds they make. And that's the thing. They said that the letter M, I think, appear and N appearing in most of the most hated words. Um, yeah. And the most loved words. I continue because I have to find the most loved words. But the most loved words are words like soliloquy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who the hell used that word there?
Yep.
Right. Really?
Soliloquy. You know what?
Soliloquy?
Feng shui.
Feng shui. Feng shui is something like then a curse you legally. The most loved
My name is Kuna.
word.
I don't know a local Kuna or foreign Kuna, but yeah.
I think that's very good.
Foreign Kuna.
I think so. I think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, so we had a very, very hot weekend, man. I don't know, it's the regular
Yo.
kind of hot, but it just seemed like extra hot for some reason.
no breeze.
All right, the most loved words in English often evoke positive emotion and feeling. Words like love, thank you, friend, being widely. I think, okay, see, serendipity, lullaby, euphoria. Those are words that people love, but I think that that has to do with the meaning of the word.
You know the most loved
You know,
word?
because
What tell you well, most loved word?
yeah, uh-huh,
You ready?
uh-huh.
PD.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
I know the most loved word. Yeah, come on. It's the eagle has landed.
Yeah.
Pinata balls?
Pinata boss.
One of our listeners messaged me over the weekend telling me that how he remembered when I used to, play music at Creme. He said he was a blaster from the pastor, like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I say, yeah. I said, that's the way they call me pastor. So, well, the man said a pastor, a blaster from the pastor, so they call me pastor. But anyway, I thought that was very funny. Very good, sir. I didn't know it was the Midtown restaurant that burned down.
I think they said something at the back or so.
I never get nothing else other than the smoke that we saw. So
Right. Other than what they saw.
maybe they had a fire thing. I don't think it burned down. I know hear nothing else about it.
I don't think because what I saw was not what it. I passed there Friday night.
You
And
passed
it
there?
was. I passed there Friday
Oh,
night, and it was open. Security was there, and somebody else was standing outside. So, and lights were on inside the building. So I don't know. Maybe it was
okay.
something at the back. I am assuming.
Hey, you should never assume, Miss Love. You remember why? Hmm.
I kind of just getting on social media, Facebook.
Yeah,
I saw
after the initial thing, there was
Wow.
absolutely nothing else, and no news, nobody covered.
Yeah, nothing else came out of that.
At least I don't say anything, but
Maybe it wasn't a hot story.
yeah. All right, so yeah, we got to take a break though, cause yeah, it's
I want to say
Monday.
good morning going out to Mr. Boca and to Casale. Casale says, living a fast life or dealing with street codes, we know we facing the enemies, the police, and the robbers. We know living that life is death around the corner. Why you to push yourself? You're all behind, we know. Where you out if
Yo, that's an OG right there. How you say that about Casa? Like I say, OG, my boy. It's an OG.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is, Casale they go on and get the,
He's
come
a,
on.
he's an OG.
You an electrician who go to China.
So one of her stories saying that the blaze was where the pizza is made and not the restaurant. So yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So it was a pizza oven.
Oh, it is. Oh,
Uh-huh.
pizza that's overcooked. All right, good.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a break
I
then.
smoking the pizza, leave it.
Yeah, that's what's
Okay.
anyway, yeah, could make enough ha-has out of that one, but yeah, leave it like that. Group.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes. Do not touch.
Yeah, boy.
Leave it alone, because we
Yeah.
live in a
Good
Sioux
morning,
City, you know.
Gordon.
We live in a Sioux City now, you know.
I tell
How
you.
you mean? How you
Yes.
mean?
You
That's all we need to do. Make
don't
some
get
people
angry.
tighten up.
You take them to court.
Yeah.
they,
Yes.
they
Call
you see what Patrick,
1-800.
what Patrick Gillett is saying?
Mm-mm.
Look at what he says.
Wait a
What are the famous
Wait a
liar?
sec.
What are some of the famous liar commercials? JG Wentworth
He went
8776 now.
877 cash now.
Oh, that cash? Oh, all right. Which one are the liars there? Which one are the
Don't forget your
liars?
cash. It's my money.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's,
And I want it now.
And I want it. No, yeah, that's still liar. Yeah, that liar.
yeah.
Yeah, it's my money and I want it now.
Yes.
Do we screw 'em and how?
Right. Nothing beat
Do we
that.
screw 'em and how? Ditch 'em quick and hard.
Pitching quick and hard.
Take a break and be back.
There you go.
Yeah. Take a break and be back. Offer.
Moms continue to create, build,
All right. Here we go. All aboard and welcome back. You're locked into the morning stew for today, Monday. Yep. Yeah. All right. Yes. Bringing back the crew. Lisa Love, Steve the Groove.
Yes, sirree.
How was the weekend though?
It was good. It was good.
Okay. What? I couldn't say they am in LA. All right. Not in Los Angeles. Very good, very good.
Who did that earlier?
Miss Kona.
Oh, what?
Things that fly around
International Kuna.
around this time of the year. Steve, them little things that fly and sticks on the screen and everything. What are those?
Who do
Compass?
No. It's in the air. It's from a tree.
Not sure.
The flies?
Yeah, the breeze will carry it.
Pollen?
Okay.
Caramelo?
Anyway.
Yes, sir. Good morning, guys. Good morning out there.
Why,
What's up,
OG?
crew?
Sir Castellet.
OG
Loving
Cassale.
everything. Yes, sir. Did you guys watch the news? You guys know what Tory Lanez is?
Tory Lanez?
Yeah. Yeah.
You see what happened to him the other day? He got stabbed up in prison the other day, 14 times. The other day.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Doing time in LA out here, OG. I'm an electrician, but I had my ways growing up in LA before I became a good citizen and everything.
Yeah.
PW. So
you got to say back in the day.
Yeah, back in the days, thank God I changed my ways and everything, or else I'd be doing life in jail right now. 'Cause I got 2 strikes. You know what I'm saying? Not to be
You
bragging
sound
about
like you sound like you're accepting a Grammy award.
Say that again?
I had a band that say not to be bragging
I
about
say
it.
you sound like you accept one Grammy award. You know, I was
To brag about out there, but sometimes we're out there dealing with the due process with El Salvador or Belize state of emergency. Sometimes you got to do that in order to contain stuff, because if you try doing the due process state in the court law, it's going to take a long time to get your country or state under control that you guys are going through. Example, El Salvador, for example. You guys feel sorry for those MS-13s, those 18th Street locked up in jail. You know when, you see what they did to Tory Lanez? MS-13 did to Tory Lanez. You know what it is when I go to the LA County jail, or a black man go to the LA County jail or prison? It ain't guaranteed that I'm going to get out of jail, Or I might get more time, because in there is USC or Gladiator fights every day, all day, every day. I've been there, done that. It's not nothing to brag about. I've changed my ways at a young age. BW was he could testify on what me, my past and everything, but what you guys go through process, you guys need that, because it's ridiculous for some small gangs like Robert Don said. Those are not gangs and billions. Those are amateurs. They don't know what it is to be real gangs and everything. We go through survival with knives in jail and prisons and stuff like that. But anyway, keep the peace and beliefs. All my soldiers back there, Bacalan and PIV and Josh Street. Just keep your manners took, black men. Anyway, a.k.a. Castellet, I'm out.
Cassele. A.K.E.
Yes.
What did he say?
OG.
OG. It's an OG.
Yo, 14 African nations rejected Trump's offer of technology, or let's say United States offer of technology, and all kind of stuff in exchange for the rights to their minerals and all kind of stuff. And a whole lot of African nations started to reject Trump. Big nations are telling him, yo, you know what? We're not going to deal with you, and turn right around and make deals with China and India. I haven't heard any with Russia directly yet, but the same thing that the US was trying to avoid, then they push, then they accelerate it, because a lot of these countries under a better president, you know, may not have made the decisions they made. But when they saw what was the option, they chose to go over to China and to India instead of the United States. So again, all's well that ends well.
Somebody's on the line.
When a plan
Carmelo?
comes together, I guess.
Good morning, good morning.
Hey, what's up?
Good morning.
I am greatly concerned this morning. I want to listen to me very carefully. I just saw a documentary of Haiti. Port-au-Prince has been taken over by the gangs. Port-au-Prince, the capital, is no longer in control. I read direct from Haiti, I heard the report that now planes have to land outside at some northern areas of Haiti because the gangs control even the airports. Good. But at the same time, I am seeing that a nation has been saved of 7 million people. 70 were detained under emergency powers. And today, El Salvador, people who I speak to tell me that the cities are free to roam before you have to contact the gangs. Belize City, and here I come. The laws of Belize give power to the government to declare state of emergency at anything that affects the population, from dog rabies to fruit fly to hurricane emergency related to the COVID. We are mandatory. We were obliged, whether we like it or not, to follow those dictates of the health authorities. I heard recently of a case whereby the state of emergency has been challenged in court. Man, that threw me back to the beginning of Haiti. The state of emergency is the only power that a government has to maintain law and order and protect its citizens against any harm by nature or by humans. Though I heard lately that judgment has been declared that the state of emergency is illegal. Come on. That the state of emergency is illegal. So, if a hurricane should come to Belize, a strong hurricane, the government will have no power to create a state of emergency unless they consult with the courts, which is what you call the destruction of a government structure, which is made of 3 pillars: the executive, the legislature, the judiciary. 3 of them are independent of each other. But if the legislature passes a law that if state of emergency is binding upon everybody, no, that has been challenged, that you have to actually go to court for. Before the hurricane comes, you must go to court and ask permission that if you can create a state of emergency. It's a serious. Like I tell you, Belizeans, 99% of you don't know that this is a dangerous precedent that we are seeing, whereby government is truncated of that power to declare a state of emergency when so needed. Last night, and my mind just kept moving, going around. I went through this this period when we had state of emergency. What is next for Belize? What is next for Belize? I leave you with that to answer. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Well, Hector be talking about an era is coming to an end, I guess, with him and his writings and talking, being on social media, on the airwaves. He says he's gonna be locking that off. That's
Why?
what I wanted to ask him. I
When?
wanted to ask him about that, but
Oh, yeah. Call back right now.
Don Hector's no, Don Hector no lock that off. Don Hector.
Where did you Where did you
No
read that? Where did you read that from? Talk
off
to
his
us.
page, off his page,
What did he say?
an era is coming to an end,
Uh-huh.
and that he's gonna be closing off. I think he said September. He actually gave a date
Okay.
or a month, to say
Yeah.
he's gonna be locking it off.
Well,
You got time.
let's hope that doesn't happen. Let's hope he changes his mind, because Don Hector, if you know you did anything there, you want to get old and you don't want to get old. Remember that. Yeah. Yeah, man. I think that
Say that
it's
to him.
hard to
Hold
be.
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Yeah. All right, here we go.
I was misunderstood. I said that the end of my era is coming soon to an end. I have not yet closed because I got hundreds of calls, so please not. I said, look, I said the ending of my era is coming, and I gave a date, 29th of September. This year, I will have completed 75 years in a public life. When I was 17, I entered into the arena in Belize City, the movement of independence, 1950. And I have been active right up to now, thanks be to God. But yes, I am saying this. I am slowing down on Facebook, but I said I have not discarded the airwaves, because there are emergencies like this one when I should not keep quiet. We are running into trouble. We are going to defraud
right.
the government of that instrument that they have to protect citizens. If not, we are going to go Haiti way. But Bukele was smart. He said, no, I will stop this nonsense before it gets out. And so, this is where I stand. But yes, my time is about coming. Even though my mind is willing, my flesh is becoming weaker and weaker, that I'm no longer mobile as I used to be. And of course, our body wears down as we go along. Remember 92, I'm not joking. Some of we not going to get 92, I want to see you know. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Take care, Don Hector.
Right, Don Hector.
I want to live to be
I wanna tell
102.
you, yeah, Don Hector, our voice, where I believe everybody respect, not simply because of his age, but because of his service and his experience. And I believe that people across political genres like and respect Don Hector. And as long as we could, get his insights, we appreciate that. Yeah.
We do.
But stop the goat mouth yourself, Don Hector. Stop the goat mouth yourself. You got a lot of years left. Yeah, you're not going nowhere. There's a lot more to be done. Yeah. What else were we talking about? What? Colville said Don Hector that the oldest stallion you know. Yeah. Exactly.
Hey.
I know we always been talking about how is El Salvador really? We talk about how Bukele lock up everybody and thing like that, and it didn't happen in Belize, so we loved it. Because somebody taking a stand somewhere. But actually, how are they doing? Did crime really go down?
Yeah.
Is everybody living the life they wanted? And don't get me wrong, when Don Hector, when I was saying about the state of emergency and people's rights, government should always have that state of emergency option. You know, a hurricane, nobody can question it because there is an emergency. You know, natural disasters, nobody can question a state of emergency. But when we have something like crime that triggers a state of emergency, the only thing we had to try is say, make sure before you occur, then people are back. You have the people in where you want. You know, just to go after anybody. Because you got people up there who go on record, they're known by the police, but they're not committing a crime in 5 years. You carry them too? Yeah. You know, questions you have to ask. You know, nobody said democracy was easy, and stuff like that. It's very challenging.
It seemed this last one, I don't know the stats, but he never as broad reaching as the others. I mean, some of the others, I mean, just rungs up, man, and gone. No, nothing. This one, there was some vetting, it seems.
But this one was, which is good, but this one was very vague. A lot of people didn't even understood what the state of emergency, what all was. I hear people ask, is there a curfew? Is there a curfew?
Well,
right.
You say you not got a pair of feet to explain it all. Remember when Perry Feet was there? Well, he made explain everything. He earned one nickname.
That's right.
When he made explain everything when I SOE.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah.
And what I like about politics is everybody love, when you're in a power, you love an SOE. And when you're in a power, you hate it. And when you get in a power, all of a sudden you like it. And when you come out of power, well, I forget I hate it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, a funny thing. The one thing that I would suggest, and everybody, I ain't no genius, but I would suggest when UDP find out who their leader is, and PUP, and whatever third party they're out there, want to sit down and come up with one plan for crime, so that we know to change the crime strategy every 4 years, every 5, whenever we have one election, we change the policy.
Yeah,
I see some amendments coming, because that's how you do it. The court say one thing, you just fix it. And then the court can't say that again.
You don't get caught up in this again.
Oh, you go, you try a thing, the court say, okay, you can't try that. All right, we can try this then. That's how you go.
Yeah.
The battle never ends. It's the battle between good and evil, and bad and good, right and wrong.
And this is where the common sense part come in, because I think that everybody understand the reason for the SOE, but we just want to carry it out in a way that when they arrest minors, when I think a little bit and look at the situation and say, I know what the law is, but under this situation or under this condition, you know, I want to make the young boy go home with a warning or something like that. You know, and that's where I think the problem is. But we have to have one good, strong understanding of the rules of an SOE. Because right now, to me, the rules of an SOE is you just send cowboy with rope and you just start to rope up cattle. Just rope there and dash in there, rope there and dash in there. That's how it looks.
I think there's one level of comfort going on there. But if you want to engage in that, I think that also comes with a heavy dose of public information that everybody knows as something serious, rather than, well, SOE, you know, blah, 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 blah. So when you pull a heavy whip, then a heavy whip have to come with a bunch of information so that people grasp the seriousness of the situation, rather than now we just get watered down. Oh, SOE. If you are going heavy, you can't come half step heavy.
No half stepping.
You have to come full.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to engage the media and make you know this alarm the boys, whatever the hell you think you need to do to make people understand that this situation, as the newcomer said, was critical. So we need all the public information so that people know that it's serious rather than, oh, I never know. It's only SOE again, man.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
All right. After Boca, good morning, Boca. Boca said a good-looking fellow walked into an agent's office telling him he wants to be a TV star.
Yeah. No.
Looking at him, the agent told him, well, you have good looks. You talk perfectly. You will be a star. Can I have your name? The man says, sure. Okay. It's Penis Van Lesbian. The agent says, sir, you're joking, right? No, I'm not, came the reply. Here's my birth paper. Looking at it, the agent told him, to make it in Hollywood, you're going to have to change your name.
Mm-hmm.
So, absolutely not, said Mr. Penis Van Lesbian. Well, sorry, said the agent. We can't have you. So the fellow stormed out of the office. A couple of years later, the agent got a letter with a check for $50,000. Puzzled who sent it, he was reading the letter, and the letter said, Dear agent, I want you to accept this check as a token for opening the world of acting. I am successful. Due to you, when I left your office, I figured you were right about changing my name. So I considered and did. I did so successfully. I didn't want to go back to you, so I went and I got another agent. Yours truly, Dick Van Dyke.
What is me?
Yeah.
Not Dick Van
Not Dick,
Dyke.
That's a big actor right there.
Dick Van
Dick
Dyke.
Van Dyke is almost 100. Leave him. Leave him.
Yes, walk out straight to hell.
Not Dick Van Dyke. Leave him.
Yeah. Chop. Everybody they both do all, hey, people they both. All right.
Who that is?
Yes.
Patrick Gillett.
Hey, Patrick.
Martin Jose.
Sandoval.
That is right.
Yo, it's funny. Yeah.
What?
What funny?
It's funny how a few years ago, or even right now, if you ask a politician about politics in village council elections, they'll tell you, kind of go, oh, no, politics don't belong to that. And then you look around and you see they have political parties in a village council elections. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, bro.
Well, they got to start from the ground up. That's what they say.
Mm-hmm.
Politics in every facet of life. Yes.
That's ridiculous. I tell you, politicians are the worst things if you don't find a good one. And out of all of we politicians that believes, I think we got about 5 or about 6 good ones.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
How
where we
dare
really
you.
got beliefs.
How dare
hard.
you say such a thing? Anyway,
But that's
what
true.
was your
Try not ask me for name then.
what was your 3-pick Friday about the games into the weekend for the Belize Premier Basketball League before we
He
go to
said
break?
the Thunderbolts, I remember for sure. He said San Pedro.
Okay.
Yeah, the
2 out of 3.
Thunderbolts were 1. San Pedro Tiger Sharks
Mm-hmm.
2.
were the other.
And then he said West.
The
The man 3 for 3. The man 3 for
Was
3.
it Belmopan you said?
The man 3 for 3.
yeah.
Was it Belmopan?
Thunderbolts.
Yes,
Kaya
I mean,
Western Ballers. Man say Kaya Western Ballers, man, win.
Yeah.
And San Pedro win. And Thunderbolts win.
Mm-hmm. You see that?
Yeah.
So you're gonna get some
How you
flowers.
mean?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Somebody
You're
made
gonna
it.
I had to tell you.
Somebody made a get pop for the 416. Hey, you can't say anything about the Kai Watson game me part. The Denver Nuggets made a get blow up by 40 something.
Of course.
So I've watched that there, Mr. Before. Even the NBA teams didn't get blow out, you know. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Blow
That's right.
out that no one unique thing.
Not anymore.
Man, they get popped by 15 at the NBA right now.
Blow it.
And then I don't, see? Then I don't show me half already, though. Left the 3 pointers alone. Stop shoot tree. If you can't shoot tree, God damn it.
Right. Leave it alone.
Take it to the hoop.
Exactly. I've
Oh, I
always
see
said,
no
drive
3-point
the-
shootout. And
drive
tell her,
the
hey,
lane.
tell her, hey, you get blown.
Drive the lane.
You might get blown if you continue to shoot tree. I can't catch
And you
tree.
can.
Stop the follow thing, one can't do.
Mm-hmm.
High percentage shots. Belize Premier Basketball League. That's what we want to see.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see no goddamn 3-point shootout.
How did the minister do?
Me no know. I don't know if he catch a shot. Did he get the shot?
You have the connect. Ask him.
I try to get stats on connect, but I had to get stats on different connect.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The man catch a shot or what? The free throw shot for open the thing.
The opening shot.
Oh yeah, miss one free throw and nobody know the block on the back and the right front on the
No, I
back.
say free throw. Many people have missed free throws, you know.
Of course. And that's for free.
Free, but you know, free, yeah.
What do you think he is? What do you think he is, Shaquille O'Neal?
Oh, you, yeah, right.
Yeah, duh.
Who you think you? Andre Drummond?
one who would miss a free show.
Yeah, free show and free throw.
That too. That too.
All right, and again, no
Yo.
stats if you get the free throw or not, but yeah. So the next
I just sent
game,
up a picture.
We'll wait and see.
real quick, the next
I
game.
just
Hold on, let me get the stats of this next game, yeah.
Okay.
So for Thunderbolts, because that's what we're about, Belize City Thunderbolts.
Mm-hmm.
The 22nd is the other game, which will be this Thursday.
Thursday.
So it's a Thursday night game, tip off 8 p.m. Versus the Punta Gorda Panthers.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean that 2
It's
for
coming
2.
up. Mm-hmm.
Thunderbolts got it 2 for 2 then.
Oh gosh, man. Oh gosh, man.
What?
I don't know how I do this commercial already too, but yeah.
I know how you're gonna do it.
No, tell you, hey.
Uh-huh.
I just sent up a picture of this gentleman. Look on and tell me if you're guilty or not guilty, please.
Where is he?
Yes.
Oh man, who's that guy?
Right.
Yeah, who that is?
He the about something right now. Yeah.
Miss Lexi, could you please show that handsome fellow? That
Guilty or not?
gentleman is South. Yes, that is Mr. Amatoso. Yes, Mr. Amatoso. So let me tell you a story. South African authorities say they will continue with legal proceedings against Nigerian televangelist Timothy Amatoso,
What
who
did
was
Timothy
acquitted of
do?
rape. Well, he was acquitted of rape, even though he has left the country. He denied the 32 charges against him, was accused of sexually assaulting young women from his church in Port Elizabeth, and the National Prosecuting Authority says it will still appeal against the judgment which found Mr. Amatoso not guilty, saying his presence is not required. Now, you could look at this man and say that this man guilty. First of all, he had it too far apart. You know, that's not correct.
Oh my goodness. Oh Lord.
But
Wow.
anyway, you could tell. You could tell.
You know what he say right there in
But
that
yeah,
picture?
no,
You don't show the picture?
Mm-hmm.
You know what he say right there?
Yes.
You tell what he say right
Uh-huh.
there. Man, I don't give up about y'all.
Show it again, like please.
This is what he
I
say.
think where it's right there.
Nah, what he say right
I
there,
hope
man.
it's I think where it's right there is I hope the other 5 men come and testify.
Nah, you know, like, man, I ain't giving a damn about what y'all saying right now.
Look at this, Sonny. When you don't pastor, you got rights to do all kind of thing. You know, you could lay on of hands, you can speak in tongues, and then you can tell another the word of God.
Yeah.
Yes, if I was ever a pastor, that's what I would specialize in.
Oh gosh, man.
What,
Laying of hands.
laying of hands?
Speaking in tongues.
Oh, okay.
I'll put on my tongues and I say, hey, get saved.
Straight ahead.
But it's always a case, whether the church or not, it's always a case of people in leadership positions. There's a couple of cases coming out where they're talking about 2 teachers are accused of things. So, you know, people in in position of authority, you know, would abuse their authority one way or the next.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
What
party
is it
people.
called? Yeah.
Huh?
What is it called? what is it called when you create a lie? People pick up on the lie and they quote your lie.
Social media.
And yeah, and when because I'll tell you what happened. You know what the name of the Pringles character is? The lead man on Pringles.
What's the name?
His name is Julius.
Okay.
You know how his name became Julius? Because a college student who had access to Wikipedia added in Wikipedia in the profile on Pringles that the guy's name was Julius. So it was just put in there like that as a joke. And they said for like 10 years, nobody paid it any mind until a company bought Pringles. And when the company bought Pringles and they were doing their advertisement and promotion for it, he said that some of the characters we have to copyright is Julius Pringles. And the way how the company got the name Julius is because they went on Wikipedia, saw what that guy put in when he was in high school, that the guy's name was Julius, and they assumed it was Julius. And when people, so now when people started saying his name isn't Julius, they went back to the documents that said, yo, here it is, his name is Julius. But then they said like 10 or 12 other publications started quoting the name. So they used those publications calling him Julius to say, but yeah, that is his name. So now the guy's name is Julius because of a prank. But you see how on social media, anything could become fact?
Yeah.
You could put out a lie and it would become fact.
But how many of that is not out there, Steve?
A lot of that out there right now.
Yeah, we're living in a world of misinformation. Dead internet, right? That's what they call it.
Yeah.
You don't know what to believe no more. It's
true.
You don't know what to believe, but yeah. Let's
and what's
see.
happening now too?
Oh, okay.
Remember those Menendez brothers
Yeah.
that we were talking about? They said that pop culture and time has almost made them into like celebrities. And they said that a lot of people don't look at them for what they did, but for how media portray them. So there's a lot of people who are saying, let him out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It wouldn't be the first time that criminals have been, what do I call it, turned into celebrities.
Idolized.
Celebrities, yeah. Look at the guy we shoot that guy the other day, Luigi. What the guy name? Luigi Mangione, who shot that dude on camera, and everybody started like making this guy into a hero.
Of what you speak?
Somebody want to know, huh?
I can't remember of what you speak.
Luigi Mangione or something like that, I think his name was. Some guy, he shot an insurance guy.
Oh,
He
okay,
was on camera.
Okay.
Yeah. Somebody wants to know, let me see, are the pastors wolves in sheep's clothing? No, they don't have to go into sheep's clothing anymore. They go into the regular wolf clothes now.
They go straight, right?
Yeah, I lost faith in a pastors. There's only a couple of pastors that had me clinging on to the belief of all that
you
story.
read the Bible and a lot.
But
The Bible clearly says, look out for false prophets.
Yes, but what I found out is that there are more false prophets out here
How
than
you come up with that?
real prophets.
You doing maths?
Because you listen to them. No, you listen to them. Yo, bro, let me tell you something.
Listen to
Anybody
the
who have
one-
any
the
sense,
jet-
any,
You always hear about the
anybody.
one we do it.
The
You
ones
hear about
who-
the one we do it, but you don't hear about the ones who don't do it. There are many. It's like police. You have many good police, but you got two insist on be. You know, everything you have bad.
Yeah, well, like they say, cream rises, but crop float too.
Right. So,
usually the crop
again,
float
and that's what I
faster
just
than the cream.
in every facet of life.
Yeah.
People want to do good, people want to do bad. Even in the clergy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I have to tell you, the clergy is the place where I have found most of the bad people, and I know the trick here. because they come to you very, very calm and
That the rules?
good, but a lot of them have
That the best rules?
and they have ulterior motives.
That's why. That the
But
best
what I'm
hustle.
saying is, I believe no matter what religion you are, there comes a point in your religion, in your spiritual life, where people in all religions say, all right, I don't get the gravy out of the teachings. I don't need the meat. The gravy that the part where I need. And they move away and they become real people and they look at things real. But then you have some people who, even though they don't get the gravy, they hang around because they want to eat the meat too. And then I realize that the meat don't have no nutrients. They not the gravy. So they sit down wrong and they, yes, pastor, amen, pastor. And then are the one who build up these charlatans. So
Well,
everybody that's
again,
born into a church grow up sometime and become normal. The other one stay in and just bow.
Again, everything got its own criteria. Because you could go to church and do everything, and got one hustlers, your priests.
Yeah.
And then you have those who know for brainwash and hook people on things. And that in everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
Some of the best people.
There's good and bad.
Saying
in it.
like on the street, right?
I was-
They bally on the streets, inveigle the younger kids, and then they join up and then they turn. In the church, you got some people way up to no good, they see it as a hustle, so they grab that. They don't necessarily, legit. They see it as a means. They move into it.
They go after
So,
it.
we have to be sharp
Yeah.
as people. But, I can't lash up on everything, whether church or lash up on every police.
No,
The
I
bad.
don't want church. You notice how SpaceX have a two-stage rocket. You have a booster will get you up into orbit, and then you have the one that that takes you further. That the whole religion should be. You have your booster, and that give you your moral standings. But then after a point, when they tell you about people, they lick rock and they bust open ocean, and they all kind of thing. That when common sense come and tell you, all right, now, how you want to fit 20 million animal on a boat? But with you, that's where our common sense supposed to come in and realize that they are things that are literal. They are things are stories for we learn from.
Me and Mr. Garcia need to
I
go
don't
and
care if the
talk.
pastor call me.
Yeah, well, how come Pastor have a new house? Me and Mr. Garcia have a discussion, man. What going on?
Who's Mr. Garcia?
Oh,
got past-
Lord, Mr. Garcia.
We got pastors, we're talking at tongue. Nobody but on this planet today we're religious, we're talking at tongue.
Yeah.
I don't even know if there was ever a talking at tongues ever in our history. And
I left the church
we
people
get
alone.
Frisco, what are the famous talking at tongue line? Fantala Coca Sprite.
Yes, correct.
Yes, and when
No,
people
but-
talking at tongues, that is the same thing when they rehearse over and over and over. Come on.
Well, man, I call him and you know. I say, me and Mr. Garcia have a talk because the man missed the whole rim.
Oh.
What?
Come
That's
on.
the
Come on. How you missed the whole
Not
rim?
all,
Lord, I
minister.
mean, you got one job at the moment.
Isn't he the minister of sport?
This is how you... Oh, yeah, I missed the whole rim, my brother.
You know, no minister of sport.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you need to do
Oh,
some,
there, Anthony
you need to do some
Martin.
push-ups.
They
We were
kinda
rooting
shot.
for you.
Yeah, you have to come out of that chair and do some push-ups.
We were rooting for you.
Give
Man.
yourself 50 lashes.
50
So
lashes.
There you want miss one free show front of the entire public and the nation and the world. What a thing.
We were rooting for you, man.
So, anyway,
Yes. You have to get back in
anyway,
the gym.
maybe
You have to get back in
the
the
light,
gym.
the light was in his face.
Yeah, the lights.
Yeah, that the lights. Yesterday we celebrated Dana's birthday about 1 month late because
Where's my log?
he didn't make any cake. So it made a cake yesterday. We blew up balloon. We took pictures and we celebrated her birthday yesterday. So
Okay.
yes, so yeah. Well,
You guys waited for nephew son to come.
Boy.
yes.
All right.
Yeah, very
Take
good.
a break. Gotta take a break.
Okay.
So yeah.
We'll be
While
back.
y'all take a break, I shall take a bite of my paw ninny. Look at my paw ninny. Thank you.
Easy, Cliff Huxtable.
Uh-huh.
Here's my paw, Nene.
Where is the potato chip?
All right, get the hoagie.
Yeah, boy.
Bringing back the crew. We got Lisa Love, we got Steve the Groove, and it's 4 minutes after 11.
That's right. 3 more minutes to go before we miss it.
Of course.
Yes.
That is hot.
Y'all don't say nothing.
I remember.
Mercy.
But,
Just don't hear a lot of sirens. I don't know what's up in the city.
Oh.
A bunch of sirens just now. Is there a parade? Is there some emergency? I don't know.
Me don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Let's hope it's nothing serious.
I know, right?
Yep.
Because when I want to say good morning going out to Beverly Price, Yolanda McGill, Jose Sandoval, Eric Castillo, CY, and all the other people who I can't see on the
Boys. Our stewards, Kathleen E.B., good morning as well. Also to Miss Edna Pollard and Miss Di.
Yeah.
Good morning, guys.
Steam
Hi
Floor.
to Albert as well. I
Yeah.
have a Mr. Albert, who is a steward. Good morning, Albert.
Whenever I eat steam floor yet.
I told you that's dumpling.
Oh. Yeah. Well, That's why I asked somebody, if you would got a foreign and you order steamed flour, how would you order that? And I believe it'd be chicken and dumplings, right?
Yeah.
Pardon me, do you have any steam flour?
Um,
Do you have any grape?
but you know what I heard? You know what I heard history of steamed flour is?
What?
I heard that back in the day, people never always, not everybody had money for buy things like shortening and baking powder and anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they used to just put the salt, flour, and water together,
Mm-hmm.
and then they got teeth one chicken. This is a literal story. You got teeth one chicken, and you make steamed flour because the only thing where you contribute that's salt, water, and flour. But it became so nice that people start to say, well, you know what? I don't want to thief your chicken. If you give it to me, I want to give you some of the steamed flour. So eventually, from rural areas, steamed flour came about. But nowadays,
what did you do that you had steamed flour with?
well, I usually enter you go out the night time because I want to tell you, I think that some of the young people try bring back the thief your chicken part because every now and again,
that you did with steamed flour. So what did you make?
steamed flour turkey.
That's what I'm getting at. Jeez.
No, nobody had a chicken for thief, but I notice I hear every now and again somebody they say, they drafted young boy, why didn't go with me chicken? Because I can't find me chicken. And the best time to make steamed flour and thief one chicken is at 7-Eleven,
baby. We made it.
7-Eleven.
The hardest part of the steamed flour that for make all of them dumpling. But mainly nice.
All
I
right.
think the flour nice, the steamed flour nice if you fire the chicken though.
Oh yeah?
Let's do a news package then, because a bit of information sent from the Krem News Center.
And this news package is brought to you through the fine courtesy of... Thank you.
Yes. A teacher, 42-year-old Brian Keith Castillo, has passed away following a road traffic accident in San Pedro and Burgos Key. According to reports, Castillo was driving a golf cart when he collided into a fence around 4 this morning. Castillo was rushed to the Dr. Otto Rodriguez Polyclinic, but unfortunately succumbed to his injuries. Police are investigating. And there have been claims of sexual misconduct against a Belmopan primary school teacher. According to a parent, it was discovered that a female teacher had sent explicit videos and images to a Standard 6 student. The parent claimed that no official investigation or criminal charges have been filed against the teacher, who has been suspended since March. The parent is now requesting prompt action from the Belize Police Department and pertinent child protection organizations. Meanwhile, in rural Toledo, there are reports that 2 teachers from Corazon Creek Technical High School have been placed on administrative leave since April 29. The teachers are being investigated following allegations of sexual misconduct. The school's management reported the accusations to the Belize Teaching Service Commission, which confirmed that the school's management is conducting a thorough investigation. This package brought to you through the courtesy of SMUG.
20 years ago, we built a company that is about more than just connection.
All right, all right, all right. Yep. Welcome back.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. What a thing, what a thing.
Well, that's what they said? Okay.
What?
We
I couldn't find the group just now for some strange reason, and now it's back. Yeah. I couldn't find it. Yeah. That's
Threw us
wild.
away?
Huh?
You threw us away?
Yes. So I look for send a message like, okay, this will take too long. Oh, man. Ah.
Really, Steve? You don't see the problem? My.
What?
My.
That's where the chauvinistic part of, you see, I'm afraid to admit, that I am a little bit chauvinistic. I do believe that there are certain benefits to being a male of the species. I do believe that there are certain responsibilities that the male of the species have, just like how there are certain responsibilities the female of the species have. And I feel like some of the things that would affect your part of the species would not affect our part of the species the same way. That's all I want, so I don't want to delve no deeper in that rabbit hole.
All right. Man. All right, let's do a go to hell.
Health.
I'm sending a shout out to Dano though. Dano in there right now in the chat too. I ain't check you.
You forget the TH on that help.
All right, say
Dano active. Hey, Dano.
Yeah. Dano Lynn. What?
Mm.
Right. There you go. What? What? Man, Facebook is real.
Facebook, everybody just active today. I think it's the weather now.
Send this one in a crew.
We don't give a go to health intro.
No, we're waiting.
Yeah.
We're waiting for the go to help.
That one in a crew because I know I'm a mistake.
All right, there you go.
There it is. There it is.
Ah.
Go to hell. That's how you know. How you mean? Leave to check the crew? Tell me
That is so unfair. Oh wow. Oh Lord, help me, please. It's just Monday.
How you know?
All right, good. Go to hell. No.
The man what the hell he was going to.
Yes, I swear. Man, what is this? Today's wild. Today's wilding out Mondays.
Have to be.
Anyway, so go to health. Guess what you need, Groove? If you find yourself at the fruit shop or in the market, pick yourself up a couple grapefruits,
Yes.
sir.
Really? What I usually like watermelon.
Yes, get yourself some grapefruit because grapefruit has some unique properties. According to this, grapefruit boost detoxification enzymes in the liver.
I hate enzymes in my liver.
And has a flavonoid compound known as naringenin, which causes the liver to burn fat rather than store it. Ooh, get me some grapefruit. Give me some grapefruit.
Make your knees.
Ooh, child, give me some grapefruit.
It make your back crack. Your liver
Quiver.
Your knees freeze. You like it like that.
Grapefruit scarce? Oh my goodness. What is Belize coming to? What is Belize coming to? Grapefruit scarce. So yeah, grapefruit, mix some grapefruit juice. The kicker here is the naringenin, which causes the liver to burn fat rather than store it, which is important for some people if you're on the weight loss track. Some grapefruit might aid you in your quest. Nice cup of grapefruit
So that who
juice.
fix it, Larry Jennings?
Naringenin.
Oh. Boy, but do it.
I know this thing right there.
Yeah, what kind of?
What is this? Trick me for a minute. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So yeah, get yourself some grapefruit, man. Get yourself. Oh, is it? It's a wild.
My boy.
Oh, that is.
My boy.
I don't know what to say when I went there. Humanity is coming to an end.
He need an SOE.
I tell you, man. Party crash. Hey.
What?
What a way, eh? Out of control. Out of control.
Terrible. Yo, are you done with your health?
Yeah, I done it. Put down. Dano can't even say that. Dano, aye, boy. Anyway, as we proceed. What else you got?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, BB up the wazoo says that he is going to allow trucks of baby food into Gaza. And this is after they stated that they are taking control of Gaza and will allow minimal aid to flow in. This is after 100 more Palestinians were killed in recent days as Israel intensifies airstrikes. There are this is a modern story where you feel like every day you say something about it and people probably tired of hearing about it and stuff like that. But the one thing where you have to say something, you have to let people know that it's still happening. What it happened right now is exactly what the Germans were doing to the same people who are doing this now to the Palestinians. And, again, they could put all kind of nice, pretty sweet words onto it, but this is genocide. Israel is a terrorist state. Netanyahu is a terrorist. And people have to understand that. But I think, like with everything else, they do, but they're afraid to say it. But he is. And they are. Yeah. France, well, it looked like, this new world order that's happening. Prisoners will be one of the biggest commodity because France is planning on opening up a high security prison in the Amazon jungle. Yeah, France will build a new high security prison in its overseas territory of French Guyana to house drug traffickers and radical Islamists. The country's justice minister announced during a visit to the territory. Yeah. I mean, again, this is something where people are supposed to see, but they won't. Look at El Salvador. El Salvador got a huge prison, so big that Trump could send U.S. citizens there. Now France to realize, I guess, let's make a better one. So they're building up one in the Amazon too. So, man, apparently when you go to jail now, it doesn't have to be in your own country.
Right.
They can send you anywhere you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible thing. What you want to do?
Man, I talk to myself. My mic never in the air.
Your mic was off.
Yeah,
we thought you were talking to somebody else.
I know. So as you were saying earlier, Groove, it is what it is. The PUP has claimed victory by default in Sand Hill.
And Hill. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let me tell you something, bro.
As no other
Enemy
candidates were
apology.
nominated to contest the village
Yeah.
council elections.
Well, how you mean? Because, I mean, father's the past area rep, the brother is the present area rep. How you beat that? But what I'm saying, that's fine. But I think one of the biggest detriment to our democracy is when you have government money going into village council elections to promote their party. If you ask them on TV tomorrow, they'll tell you, oh, politics not belong in a village council, this not belong in that. But then you have big political slates going around.
One of our stories saying Hope Creek 2 endorsed.
Yeah, I mean, that might be just a wishful thinking to say, well, politics the business in if the people were living at the place says that's how it is. We are of a certain political persuasion and we represent it. That might just be wishful thinking. You try, you're like, tell a police not to be a police. You're a police. Sort of like, the people in the village, they either one party or the next, and they support it wholeheartedly. What else is there? We get where I come from, Gov?
Yo.
We get where I come from?
No.
Why not?
No. If you live in the city, I could understand where to say when you got 70 or 80,000 people around you. When you're in a village where you have 1,000 people, stuff like that, you do not need political division because you have your diehards in the village where you vote for whoever, either way, they vote for their party. But you leave it at a village level. You're not going to bring in party because once you put your color there, all the robots want to come out.
Yeah, but how you separated though? How you separated?
Do it the way how they used to do. Just stay the hell out.
But the people that put their name up, if the people that put their name up represent that, how you do it? If nobody else don't want to put their name up?
That's not what they did. The people, you don't understand, bro. These politicians come around and then they beg you, you want to run for PUP, you want to run for UDP, they come around, they ask you. And up until a few years ago, people had sense and said, no, village council elections should not be political. But then what happened, they start to give them money, and start to give them gifts, give them blights. So right away, they say, well, all right, I run because I don't say I come up. And that's how these things work. But we say, well, that's not the people's choice, that then they push it in here. That then they push it in at them village. No, none of them villages, what I'm going to say, we are be political. Then deal with it in their own village. But politics come in because once you get in politics, you don't want to lose your position, you don't want to lose your money. So you do all kind of illegal things to stay in power, including pushing political parties and giving taxpayer money to give away to buy votes. Because that's what happened, and we know it.
So that's what I'm saying. Is it a thing where, the nature of the vote? It will always be connected to political parties. There's no way you could separate. We just got a nice election here with people from the village.
How it was.
Yes, how it was. That's what I say. How it was and what it is now. It might be a foregone conclusion that never be that way. That people will run and put themselves up, always tied into some political party.
One or the other.
Yeah, or the other. Third.
Really?
Yeah, or the other.
Yeah.
So you can't take politics out of politics because politics are politics.
As much as we would want.
Right. So one person says everything political, right? Everything political.
That's why we never will, because we don't say we can't take it out. So yeah, that's why we never will. But the problem is, even if you can't take it out, it should be illegal to buy votes. It should be illegal to threaten people. And stuff like that if you not vote for all kind of thing, So
but no, another story that. All right.
For different color, my granny would say.
For different color, yeah. Get that across the board. All right. Okay, who is this? Alrighty then. Oh, okay. All right, good. Let's get a girly word then if you have one. Or you want to drop something else.
Wait, what?
Oh, there was something else. All right, that's it. I didn't even want to
That's
talk. I didn't want to talk about the UDP. Yeah,
Don't do it.
yeah. Then
Don't do it.
I didn't even want to. I didn't want to crowd the back in the government because they don't show for them colors.
This girly word is so small and so easy.
Aye.
Are we
Yeah.
ready, God?
Let's get a word. Yeah, it's
Them
we're
butterflies.
down to the
fly.
hours. We're down to the time now. Yeah.
It's true. It's true. It's true. It's true. Sometimes to be alone is the best company.
What? Yeah, I mean, of
Sometimes-
course.
Yeah, that's true. That
You got that right.
And I appreciate
I
that.
sort of enjoy my company.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are times when
You
yeah,
know-
you need to
just need a
separate
minute.
yourself. Yeah,
You just need a minute.
You know how nice it is to be with somebody who agree with everything. Where is it?
yeah. Hey, you don't lose it when you not agree with yourself. You ever disagree with yourself, Groove? Ah, boy.
Yes, yes.
I believe so, yeah.
Yep.
A lot over this weekend.
So,
A lot
yeah.
of gut instinct that people listen to. It worked out for the better. A lot of gut instinct. So remember your gut instinct.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, now we have
All
to
right.
first keep the man's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And it goes thus.
And the first part of the man's perspective, tomorrow is the most dangerous lie we tell ourselves.
Ah.
It actually never comes. Laziness isn't rest. It's the active cultivation of future regret.
What?
Mhm.
Okay,
That is deep. That is deep.
you better explain yourself,
Yes.
sir.
You got some explaining.
tomorrow, you know
Put it back up. Put it back up.
exactly,
Put it back up.
today
Let me try that.
Yeah.
Can you leave it up?
Tomorrow is the most
Today
dangerous
is the
lie.
tomorrow you were speaking about yesterday. Tomorrow is the most dangerous lie we tell ourselves. It never actually comes. Laziness isn't rest. It's the active cultivation of future regret. We always put off what we could do today for tomorrow. I'm very good at that. I am a
We'll do
procrastinator.
that tomorrow. We don't have to do that
and-
today.
Exactly. There's a Hannah got Hannah bathroom her sink not to work for like 3 days. Every day I get up and say I'll deal with it tomorrow, no worry. Today I tell myself I'll deal with that tomorrow and it never happened. So
Okay, in the
Yeah,
context
you know,
of I'll put it off until tomorrow. Tomorrow is the most dangerous lie. I get
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
it never comes.
in context.
Yeah.
Well, some people do it. They get up and say, I gotta go do this thing right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes you're not lying, but the thing is, it's one of the. It's sort of like I love you. You know, a lot of times you're not lying, but it's one of the most common lies.
No, I think it's I'm okay is one of the.
Put it back up for me one more time. The last sentence, I think that the kicker right there. One more time, please.
Yeah. It is the active cultivation of future regret.
Laziness is not rest.
Mm-mm.
That's what it
Yeah.
says, right?
Yeah.
Laziness is not rest.
Laziness is not rest.
It's the active cultivation of future regret. Lord, that deep. Yeah. All right. Active cultivation of future regret. Damn.
Yes. Very Shakespearean.
God damn.
Very Shakespearean. I just put in the group what the.
Anybody
biggest
tell me
lie
they do
I
anything
think-
when I ask them and they tell me I do it down the road, I'm telling that.
Yeah.
I'm telling what you just said is the active cultivation of future regret. Lord, I have to put that on a shirt.
Exactly. Yeah. Now that protocol has been established.
Yeah. All right.
Yep.
Here we go.
Terrible thing. Man, I was gonna tell you something just now, and it just walked right out of my mind.
Okay.
So as you were saying,
Yeah, I mean, wait for me.
we
Lean.
got the second part of
Thank you. I want to know where we going. I know it.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. All right, good. So, in modern times, so you're, in a new relationship, what's the most active thing you do what new couples might do in today's day?
Ranga.
Apart from that.
Chat
Bam, there you go.
Instagram.
Very, very good. Very good.
Mm.
Messaging, chat, whatever. So, the question is, what does it mean if your girl tells you, well, let's not chat for 2 days? First part of that is, can you do it, and why would your significant other ask you to not chat for 2 days? As you know, it's a key part of today's relationship structure. So why? Why? First of all, why would your girl tell you, let's not try to chat for 2 days?
You know why boyfriend say?
Yeah. Oh, let's ask it.
I believe to see if you can, to see maybe how serious the relationship is, if I can live without it.
Please.
2 days.
Please.
Is it a
How
test?
dare you insult us men with that?
What? What?
Frisco here, we should try to tell we, and we supposed to buy that.
Of course.
If your girl tell you not chat to me for 2 days, that's because it chat to a other boyfriend. I know how your message they pop up.
I don't think so.
She might be going on a weekend cruise somewhere, and she don't want you to be calling her in the middle of her copulation.
In San Diego? I'll go on a
You
cruise
fucking-
to San Diego.
Sure.
I'll go to Jamaica. Make it easy on you.
Okay.
So why? Why would
Yeah,
why would they not want you to text for 2 days?
Guy boyfriend and the pan here.
All right. So Lisa,
Ken said we're gonna steal your Go to Health logo and repurpose it as U.S. Secretary of Health RFK's official graphic. Thank you. You're welcome. Go to Health.
Boy,
well, again. So why? And can you? Would you be able to?
I think that she's testing the can.
So you
If you
think?
can.
All right. So would it be like, in 1990, you would have said, well, I could with style. But are people that
In
addicted?
this day and age,
today- Yeah.
you might not.
Would you feel? Yeah, you're right away. I feel like the sky is falling because you can't message the person.
Your person?
Yeah. Okay, you don't live together.
But that's your way of communicating.
Yeah, that's the way of
If
communicating.
you say, give me a couple days.
Why?
Yeah. So yeah, your girl basically say, give me 2 days.
Aye.
Why uno the
I would
lie
say-
to uno self? Why uno the lie?
So tell me what's the real. Tell the guys what's the real.
If
Why?
one girl, or let's go say your partner, tell you no contact me for 2 days,
No text, no
right
message.
away.
Are we on
Yeah,
are we
so-
Now you say, let's try not to message for 2 days or text for 2 days.
let's try not to message. Let's try not to.
What is the goal of
And I
that?
tell her, okay. And I said, well, let's try to break up for good. Let's see how that works. Yeah. Because, I mean, let's try not to.
Can't you just
I had
take
to
a break
figure,
for a minute? Remember, we're not living together, so can't we just take a break for a minute?
Is it that bad?
That's
Man.
even worse if we don't live together. That's even worse if we
I
don't
think
live together
she's
because you
testing.
might be out
I think
there
she's
having,
testing.
you might be having rangaration affair for them 2 days. And after the 2 days when I text you and say, well, all right, everything is fine, we could continue. And you never just know that somebody made plow your field.
Captain Nefarious, no?
Can we?
Yes.
What
Okay.
can we?
I had to tell you, it's what a terrible thing.
Mm.
My girl tell me not call her for 2 days, and I tell her, watch ya. Okay.
You gonna call me for 2 days?
Groove,
I know what
pertaining
kind of
to your tomorrow perspective, see why I say, I love the signs at stores that sell no credit till tomorrow.
Until
tomorrow.
Tomorrow
Yes.
never comes.
I like the one where say, "In God we trust, everybody else pay." Yes. Yeah.
I like the one that
All
says
right.
no credit until you bring your grandparents, and then, well, you're an adult, so yeah.
All right, let me drop this here real
Exactly.
quick since before we get into weather. I have to forward this to the Creme News Center because
Boy,
I
it's
guess
hotter than a mug. Jeez.
all news media has gotten this. It is a press release from the BBA rejecting GOB's proposal for a national bus company. I never even know they want a national bus company. Did you know that, sir?
Has
No,
the
what did you
price,
say now?
has the price increased for
No. I'm
fares?
saying the BBA
I'm
rejects
asking, and I'm
GOB's
asking.
proposal for a national bus company. I never even know that they had a proposal for a national bus company. I guess they're serious about that.
Mm-hmm.
The Belize Bus Owners Association,
I think they do need that.
BBA, unanimously voted against the recent proposal that was unveiled by Minister Louis Zabani, Minister of Transport, to establish a national bus company. Did you know that, sir?
Did not know that.
I did not
Senor.
know that.
I did not know that, but years ago we were saying,
Yeah.
remember in the morning stew, we
The
said
topic has
that
come up, yeah.
we need to have one big company, and I don't know if it has to be like, but all these small companies should be amalgamated into one big company.
Yeah, we have said that here on the morning stew.
Well, they have said not so.
Mm-mm.
The BBA embraces the BBA embraces the government's intent to modernize the public transportation system. Over the past decades, the BBA members have operated, and it's a press release from them. The BBA members have operated under very challenging conditions and have been consistently denied access to critical fiscal concessions and the necessary level of government regulation. As conceded by the minister on XTV last Friday, the current state of the industry is a direct result of government sabotaging of the previous amalgamation effort in conjunction with the continued lack of necessary fiscal concessions for operators. According to them, the minister made it clear that it is not the fault of the operators. I'm going to read it in its entirety. So the operators have earned the right to a genuine opportunity through our blood, sweat, and tears. We have never been given a fair chance that we deserve. That is the harsh reality. The BBA therefore appeals to the government to grant operators the very same concessions being proposed to the NBC, that's the National Bus Company, I presume, that we have been humbly requesting for decades. Nothing more, nothing less. And that's including duty exemptions on the importation of buses, parts, and tires, removal of GST on fuel, protecting our roads by the Transport Board, and proper regulation of the industry by the government. In a nutshell.
That would be kind of messed up if they didn't have any, like they didn't have any, what you call it, exemptions bringing in buses. But if they have a national bus company, they would have exemptions. That would be screwed up.
I think the biggest.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's what.
Why the discussion of the national bus company in the first place? What was the problem? Why that? And this has been a topic for years. What's the number one reason for that?
Dilapidated bus.
It makes sense.
No, but I mean,
it makes sense.
Standard.
No, but what's the reason? The number one reason?
They need to have a certain
The
standard
reason for that
quality
is
of buses.
That might be the number two reason.
we could have what you call it, one standardized bus schedule.
Right.
You have one
That's
set
the
of
number one
people
reason.
that would be in charge. Yeah. You would have one set of people that would be in charge in case of problems. You want to have one whole line of buses you could have on stand. But there's a whole lot of reason why it makes sense to have a big national bus company. I know they advocate to disband the smaller companies. I'm saying incorporate them
Well, they're not there with
into a
that. They're
national
saying
bus service.
they're not there with that.
Well, if they're not there, you know something? That I can tell you that way every modern jurisdiction try to have a national transportation service.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
That makes sense.
Let me ask you this. One of the problems, and you see it every day, and that goes to their third point, protection of routes by the Transport Board. Can they do that with the current configuration of public transportation that we see? Because we see it every day. Mm-hmm. They racing and they competing on the roads for this by different companies for the same customers. Yeah. That's the number one problem. Mm-hmm. So and why they can't fix that with the current configuration? Why they can't get the roads where bus companies not a race to compete for customers and create unsafe conditions on the road? I think that
if you had a national bus company, and you're leaving from Curacao and you want to go to PG, if you're doing that now, you want to get about 3 or 4 different buses. But if you had one national bus company, you pay one price in Curacao, and whatever other buses you have to get on, they'll give you a transfer ticket. Mm-hmm. You don't have to pay again. So transferring will be easier. If the bus broke down, you could get from another bus where they come because you know they're not from a different company. It's the same bus service to come, so you could get on that
and
bus.
I believe communication. This bus is faulty, so you need to send another one.
Exactly. Yeah. Most likely we'll have better communication within the buses and things. But what happened again, because this is the way that we've been used to it. We used to it too. We got one bus that pull up right in front of a wee house. I know no national bus company because no national bus company are in front of a wee house. But you know what? It's better for the country. In the long run, one national bus service, better for the country.
I don't know all the reasons why that the minister has, and again, it's a long discussion over the years. Boca says, what's their counter? Not there. I haven't given a counter. They're saying if these 4 things are, they're saying, okay, their main point is, what I gather from this is that forming this national bus company would allow for these things here to happen due to exemptions, removal of GST, protection of routes, proper regulation. They're saying, why not do that now with the current status quo? I don't know. I'm just saying. It's a release from the Belize Bus Owners Association. So yeah, that's
No, but you see, but just earlier again.
Has said anything on that, right?
Yeah. Earlier in this same broadcast, I mentioned that we only worry about things when it affects us personally. And all these transportation people weren't worrying about how these private owners want to get their buses and things. They were just making rules. But now when they're deciding that maybe they should have a national bus, now then they try to find all kind of loopholes, all kind of things that would make bringing in buses easier. And this is why I think is hypocritical, it's unfair, and it just shows you what I've been saying all along. Until it affects us, we don't want to say nothing about it, Mm-hmm. And that's why then they talk about it now, because it's going to affect them if they decide to have a national bus service. So, hey, hurrah.
Hip, hip,
no, that's that. 46 minutes past the hour, 11 o'clock. Ladies and gentlemen, we still got some news and weather, and we got a commercial break coming up. Which will we do?
Let's jump into the weather. Right? Let's jump into the weather.
Yeah. Man, I tell you, it's hot. Steve, the
weather. All right. Ms. Zaster, you ready?
Yeah.
Ms. Zaster. Ladies and gentlemen, disaster.
Been ready, born ready. Remember that.
Disaster is wild.
It needs Jesus. All right, so here's your weather for today. It says fair dry conditions prevail in our forecast, sunny with a few cloudy spells today and partly cloudy skies tonight. Little or no rain will develop. Hey, Jer. Winds blowing east at 10 to 20 knots. The sea state is moderate. Waves beyond the reef 4 to 6 feet. Temperatures for today on the coast 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Inland area Steve +1.
97 degrees in the shade. I mean, plus
Real
one.
hot.
Real
Yeah.
hot. Oh, yeah. In the shade.
Listen, in the hills it's 85 degrees, so you know it's hotter than a mug. You know the hills are always cooler. It's 85 up there. So it says, this is your heat alert, okay? Maximum temperatures inland are expected to reach or exceed 97 degrees Fahrenheit. Residents, especially those inland, are advised to stay hydrated and avoid outdoor activities as much as possible, especially during the afternoon hours. You heard, Steve?
You heard.
We're currently experiencing a low tide. A high tide comes in at 2:11 this afternoon. Another low is on schedule at 9:57 tonight, then another high at 4:23 early Tuesday morning. Sunset this evening at...
Well, according to the people that say about sunset, I think yeah, set about around the time of 19.
6.
Yes.
And yeah, the moon rose just now, well, a little while ago, just after 11 and 9 minutes after. So the moon is up. And our outlook, this is true to Tuesday night, is for similar weather conditions. And our forecaster is our girl, Frisco, Wellington. And that's your weather.
Yes, thank you very much, Miss Francisco Wellington and Disaster. And to Jer, who is the lover of the most hated word in the English language.
There you go.
Yes, there used to be a ballroom that we used to go to in Queens called Anton's. That's where, nice place, Anton's. Well, we have the co-founder of Anton's, Sonny. Ladies and gentlemen, Sonny Anton's.
Yeah. Very good, very good. I see what you did there.
Thank you. Tastes delicious.
Ah, boy. Yeah. All right. So, what are the models saying? Can I get the models, or I got to look at man? Let me look at man. All right. So we are in the dry spell.
Professional weathercast.
Yes, we are in the dry spell, and if you look at the map and the lines going from one direction to the next, there is no moisture anywhere. We're not seeing moisture.
No mice.
No mice. Going into Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, you might see some cloudy periods here and there, but then that goes away quickly. Down south might see some cloudy spells. All right, Friday, yeah, there are some cloudy spells that might occur on Friday. Maybe you're lucky if you get some light showers along with that. Mainly in the southern parts of the country. That's what the models are saying. Moving into the weekend. Saturday clears up nicely, and yeah, Sunday. All right, so I look for major rain events or anything of that sort.
Not seeing any.
I'm not seeing anything. What? I see one of the models have an early Pacific tropical cyclone. Next, not even...
I spy a Pacific.
Yeah, next week. That's next week. There's a possibility of that. So, yeah. One of the models, actually two. The GFS and the Euro.
Is the Pacific
is on the other side.
Is the Pacific cyclone?
Yeah, they're seeing something next week.
Cyclone similar to the Atlantic Kraken?
It's a hurricane. They're seeing a storm. They're seeing a closed circulation affecting areas like Acapulco, on the Pacific side.
On the other side,
That's
huh?
next week. Yeah, GFS has something major brewing. That would be early. What the hurricane season start? June?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Pacific might see an
Remember?
early storm next week. There's a possibility of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that wouldn't affect us, but
Well, we need only weather.
I just push
We
that
need
out there
only
because
weather.
we could say that. But yeah. All right. According to one steward, I agree with the BBA. We cannot run anything good, not at the village or municipal level, much more at the national level. Please, we don't have that type of culture and system to place yet. Anything national needs serious capacity and institutional strengthening first, step by step. Yeah.
True that. No, I argue with that.
Institutional
No, I argue with
strengthening.
that. That's true.
We need training
Well, you figure by the
institute.
time you start to come up with the idea, they know what they want.
Well, sometimes they put things there and they're not ready for the all of the
Yeah,
speed guns and the
that's true that.
tint
No, but you see,
things.
this is where millionaires and billionaires are made. Because right away, all these private owners, they say what, even if the government can't do it now, they see what their plans are. So what they're supposed to start to do, then start to link together one by one, so that by the time government say, well, this is what we want to do, they could say, well, we already control half of this region, we already control here, or we already have this set up, or something like that, but not just stand up there, they holler, to come together and try do what they want to do. But maybe we don't have to do it better, That's the whole, nobody get rich by themselves, very few, very few. You have to link and join and work together to make big money. Why do you think after every house meeting is all of them people from both parties, they hang out and they talk and they eat?
We got to take a break. We'll be right back.
After these messages.
My boy. We'll be right back.
Whether you are a busy person or stuck in traffic or having
Today is the day you've been waiting for. Today is your birthday. We just can't wait to celebrate. Because today is your birthday. Today is a very special day. Tonight, we gonna party. We just can't wait to celebrate. Because today is your birthday.
Right, right. Somebody celebrating a birthday
I don't
today.
plan any. My neighbor came and put them down.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
So I didn't take care of them now.
Okay. Who is this?
Are we on the air?
Yeah.
No, but
Yeah.
she's showing Mama Jean's picture.
Oh yeah. Mike never. Come on. The mic no one come
Turn on
on.
your mic.
Yeah, man. The mic they act the fool, but yeah.
I will slap you.
All right. Plow. Who we got?
Well, that is my beloved mother. Today, May 19th, would have been her birthday. Well, it still is her birthday.
So it's
but
happy
she's celebrating it. Yeah, she's celebrating it up there. And I know they make a nice pork dinner for them. Because that's my favorite thing, when he pork with onion.
Man.
Yes.
Speaking of
Happy
which,
birthday to
Murdit
you,
never
Mom.
said something about today.
Yeah.
Yes.
There is.
All right.
And this is Mitchell Longsworth. Mitchell had a birthday yesterday. And this comes to you from Mom and the Family with Love, Miss Beulah. That's Miss Beulah's son, Beulah Longsworth. That's her son.
Okay.
So, yeah. Mitchell, we hope that you enjoyed everything about your birthday. So it's Mitchell Longsworth Jr., by the way, guys. So
Yes,
belated
happy birthday, sir.
to you. You know
Enjoy
that
your
you-
day.
Very, very much. Of course, enjoy your
Yes.
entire weekend.
We also want to say happy birthday going on to the one and only Sugar. How you mean? Thy birthday.
Harlan
Yeah,
had a
yeah,
birthday
birthday
yesterday.
today.
You know,
Who?
Harlan's birthday was yesterday. Harlan.
Who?
Oh, yes. Harlan. The ugly body from upstairs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Try to
so-
find a picture of Harlan.
Anyway, so yeah, Anita Hamilton birthday today. Happy birthday, my dear.
Yes. Uh-huh. Because
And who is this?
I had to try. Okay, let me see. I might have put it up. This is Giselle Loriano. Happy birthday to you, Giselle. Coming to you from all your friends and family. What I look for? Oh, Angel Child. What a thing.
Yeah, the world is coming to an end. Mm-hmm.
Big old devil. Big old devil. The guy is Angel Child.
Not this. Yeah. What's your name again, Groove?
Oh,
Okay.
let me see. Bye there.
Yeah, all right. The media, I know.
Okay,
I'm try activate up, yeah? Who else? Anybody?
I look for this thing.
Any more pictures? Until I find that one?
Yes, there is another one right now.
All right, until then, we got
There's another
Shauna
one
Gentle.
right.
Shauna Gentle is celebrating a birthday today. Who else? Who
Happy
you said just
birthday,
now?
Shauna.
Did you say Giselle Monique Loriano?
Patrick Jones is also having a birthday.
Patrick
Hey,
Jones.
Giselle Loriano, yes.
Yeah.
Patrick Jones.
Yes, Patrick too.
Whitney Swift. Whitney, I've worked with Whitney before. So happy birthday, Whitney.
Okay. Kenneth Myers is also celebrating a birthday. Mr. Williams. Taylor Olivia.
Oh.
I guess Olivia Taylor.
Why that sound like that? They back way. Yes.
Yeah. What with that? What the with it?
Yes. The man looking like Swayze right there.
Oh, Lord. Oh, my goodness.
Look at what you did.
Yes.
Oh.
Happy birthday to you, Harlan. That's the one me die here,
Happy
Joe.
birthday.
I don't know what that is. Get it before he gets away. Kayla Menzies. You say Kayla, that's no, please?
Okay.
Carla Cass, birthday today as well.
Did not.
And Kayla Menzies. All
Okay.
right. Who else? Try to see if anybody. All right. That might be it.
That might be it. Okay.
That's all she wrote.
Mm-hmm. Well, we got to get on out. We done
Harlan
past the time.
Wagner.
Yeah, Lisa, take us out because we got to go.
That's right. Long time.
Guys, thank you so much for staying with us. Please do take care of yourself. Keep yourself hydrated and in the shade where possible. Stay safe. Enjoy your Monday. It's only Monday, guys. Have a wonderful one. We love you so, so much. God is willing. We will see you right back here tomorrow. Take care of you. And you and I promise to take care of me. Thanks, Miss Lexi, darling. We love you guys. To Cello Ram and also half Miss Edna Pollard. We love you. Ayo.
Mr. DeFore.
Mr. DeFore. Also to Ronald. Ayo.
Yes.